It's not direct, it's layered. They speak in nuances, tones, and hints. But here's the harsh reality. If you don't pick up on these cues, you'll be left wondering why nothing ever moves forward, why she pulls away, or why she chooses someone else, someone who doesn't even treat her half as well as you do. It's not because you're not good enough, it's because you've been walking into the conversation blindfolded. But today, that stops. You're about to see clearly. I'm going to tell you exactly what to listen for. We will uncover the 5 phrases a woman says when she likes you, why these phrases matter, and how you can use them to take control of your relationships. Women don't want a man who guesses. They want a man who knows. And by the end of this video, you will. Every phrase I'm about to share carries weight. They're not just about what she says. They're about what she feels when she says them. Number 1. What do you think about us? When a woman says, "What do you think about us?" it's not just a casual question. It's a loaded statement packed with more meaning than most men realize. She's not just asking for your opinion. She's testing your confidence, your direction, and your ability to lead. This isn't about her trying to take control. It's about her wanting to see if you have what it takes to take control. She's asking you to define the relationship, to show her where you stand and where you want things to go. But most men freeze. They hesitate. They turn this into a guessing game, trying to figure out what she wants to hear, instead of owning what they believe. And here's where everything falls apart for most men. They think they need to say the right thing to keep her happy. That's the mistake. Women don't want a man who bends over backward trying to please them. They want a man who knows himself, who can make decisions without second-guessing, and who stands firm in his beliefs. When she asks you this question, she's saying, do you have the strength to lead, or are you just like everyone else? Now, here's the reality most men don't want to hear. If you fumble this moment, if you stutter, hesitate, or act unsure, you've already lost her respect. Respect is the foundation of attraction for women. Without it, nothing else matters. You can be good-looking, successful, even charming, but if she can't respect you, none of it will hold her interest. Women don't fall for weak men. They don't want someone who looks to them for validation or permission. They want a man who knows his value, who doesn't need anyone's approval to define his worth. When she asks, "What do you think about us?" she's not looking for reassurance. She's looking for strength. So, what do you say in that moment? How do you respond without coming across as arrogant or desperate? You keep it simple. You keep it direct. You say, "I think we're in a great place, and I'd like to see where this goes." That's it. No over-explaining. No trying to justify your feelings. Just a clear, confident statement of what you want. Because when a man knows what he wants and isn't afraid to express it, it's magnetic. It draws her in. It makes her feel safe because she knows she's with someone who can handle the weight of his own emotions and hers. Why does this question even come up in the first place? Women ask this when they're unsure about you, when they're trying to figure out if you're serious or just wasting their time. Modern relationships are a battlefield, and women are constantly bombarded with men who make promises they can't keep, who talk big but follow through on nothing. She's asking this question because she's trying to separate you from the noise. She's trying to see if you're the exception or just another guy who's all talk. And here's the hard truth most men fail to understand. Women don't want perfection. They don't want a man who agrees with everything they say or does everything they ask. They want a man who stands his ground, who knows his purpose, and who doesn't crumble under pressure. A man who can answer her question with clarity and confidence, without turning it into a debate or a negotiation. But there's another layer to this. When she asks, "What do you think about us?" she's also revealing her own vulnerability. She's opening the door for you to step in and lead, to take the reins, and show her that you're capable of more than just surface-level attraction. This is your moment to prove that you're not afraid of commitment, not in a desperate, needy sense, but in a way that says, I know what I want, and I'm not afraid to go after it. The problem is, most men are so caught up in their own insecurities that they miss the opportunity entirely. They're too busy overthinking, trying to decode what she really means, instead of just responding with honesty and strength. Women can sense that. They can feel when a man is unsure of himself, when he's trying too hard to impress, when he's not standing in his power. And the moment she senses that, she starts to pull away. But here's the good news. You're not like most men. You're here right now, reading this, because you want to understand, to grow, to become the kind of man who doesn't just attract women, but keeps them. The kind of man who doesn't flinch when she challenges him because he knows who he is and what he brings to the table. So, let's talk about what it really means to lead in this situation. Leading doesn't mean dominating. It doesn't mean controlling or manipulating her. It means showing her that you have a plan, that you're not afraid to take charge, and that you value her enough to bring her into that plan. When she asks, "What do you think about us?" she's giving you the chance to set the tone for the relationship. And the tone you set in that moment will determine everything that comes after. If you're unsure, she'll sense it. If you're hesitant, she'll lose trust. But if you're confident, if you speak with certainty and purpose, she'll feel it on a deeper level. Women are wired to respond to strength, not just physical strength, but emotional and mental strength. They're drawn to men who can weather the storm, who don't break under pressure, who know how to handle themselves in any situation. When you show her that you're that kind of man, she won't just be attracted to you, she'll respect you. And respect is the foundation of any meaningful relationship. But let me be clear, this isn't about playing games or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about stepping into your true self, owning your power, and showing her that you're not afraid to lead. Because in a world full of indecisive, uncertain men, a man who knows what he wants is rare, and what's rare is valuable. Number 2, you smell really good. When a woman says, "You smell really good," it's not just a compliment, it's an opening, an invitation, and a test wrapped in one simple phrase. Most men hear those words and think it's nothing more than flattery. They brush it off with a nervous laugh or an awkward "thank you," completely missing the deeper meaning behind it. But that's not you. You're here to understand what's really happening beneath the surface, to decode her words and respond in a way that sets you apart from the crowd. Women don't just notice your scent by accident. Smell is one of the most powerful senses tied to memory and emotion. When she tells you that you smell good, she's not just commenting on your cologne or soap. She's telling you that your presence leaves an impact on her, that being near you stirs something in her, something she might not even fully understand herself. This isn't a casual statement. It's her subconscious speaking louder than her words. She's connecting you with something deeper, something primal, and whether she realizes it or not, she's opening the door for you to step in and create a stronger connection. But let's be clear, this isn't just about smelling good, it's about what your scent represents. When a woman notices your scent, it means she's paying attention to the details. She's tuned into you in a way she isn't with most men. Think about it. How often do people stop to truly notice someone else's scent? It's not something that happens every day. For her to comment on it means you've already stood out in her mind. And when you stand out, you have the power to shape how she sees you. But here's the catch. What you do next matters more than anything. Most men fumble this moment because they don't understand how to handle a compliment. They either downplay it, come across as insecure, or worse, they turn it into a joke. And when you do that, you break the connection she's trying to build. Women aren't attracted to men who dismiss themselves or their worth. They're drawn to men who own their value, who don't shy away from recognition, and who can take a compliment with confidence. When she says, "You smell really good," the best response isn't complicated. It's direct, confident, and understated. Look her in the eye, smile, and say, "Thank you." That's it. Simple, but powerful. Why? Because it shows her that you're comfortable in your own skin. You're not overthinking, you're not seeking validation, and you're not trying too hard to impress her. You're just being you. A man who knows his worth and doesn't need to prove it. But don't stop there. Use this moment to deepen the connection. Follow up with something that shifts the focus back to her, but subtly reinforces the chemistry between you. For instance, you could say, "Thank you. I've always believed scent is a powerful thing. What kind of scents do you like?" Notice how this keeps the conversation flowing without making it about you. You're showing genuine interest in her, which makes her feel seen, valued, and understood. And when a woman feels that, her walls start to come down. But let's dig deeper. Why is scent so important in the first place? Science shows that scent is directly tied to the brain's emotional and memory centers. It's why a whiff of a familiar fragrance can instantly take you back to a specific moment in time. For women, scent plays an even bigger role in attraction. A man's scent isn't just about cologne. It's about chemistry, biology, and the subtle signals your body sends out. When she says you smell good, she's responding to those signals. Whether she's aware of it or not, she's telling you that there's something about you that draws her in on a subconscious level. But here's where most men fail. They don't understand how to amplify this natural advantage. They think it's enough to slap on some expensive cologne and call it a day. But scent is more than that. It's about consistency, attention to detail, and creating an experience that lingers long after you've left the room. It's about being intentional with the image you project, not just visually, but in every way. When you smell good, you tell the world, "I take care of myself. I pay attention to the details. I respect myself, and I demand the same from others." This doesn't mean drowning yourself in cologne or obsessing over every little detail. It means understanding the power of first impressions and using them to your advantage. Women notice the little things, how you carry yourself, how you dress, how you present yourself to the world. Scent is just one piece of the puzzle, but it's a piece that can make or break how she sees you. Think about it. When she smells you, she's creating a memory. Every time she catches that scent again, she'll think of you. It's a subconscious trigger that keeps you in her mind, even when you're not around. That's why choosing the right scent matters. It's not just about smelling good, it's about creating an emotional connection that lingers long after the conversation ends. Scent alone isn't enough. It's the way you carry yourself, the way you respond, the way you make her feel when she's around you. When she says, "You smell really good," she's giving you an opening. She's telling you that she's interested, that there's something about you that stands out. It's up to you to take that opening and turn it into something more. So, how do you do that? You make her feel like she's the only woman in the room. You listen to her, you engage with her, and you show her that you're more than just a good scent. You're a man who understands her, who sees her, who values her for more than just her looks. That's what sets you apart from the rest. Most men focus on surface-level attraction. They think it's enough to look good, smell good, and say the right things. But real attraction goes deeper than that. It's about making her feel something she can't explain, something that draws her to you in a way she can't resist. When she says, "You smell really good," she's opening the door. It's up to you to step through it, to show her that you're not just another guy who fades into the background. You're the man who leaves a lasting impression, the man she'll remember, not just for how you smelled, but for how you made her feel. Number 3. I really like this part of your body. When a woman tells you, I really like this part of your body, she isn't just admiring your physical appearance. This is deeper. This is her opening a door, inviting you to a level of intimacy that most men completely misunderstand. It's not just a compliment, it's a challenge, a test, and a revelation all wrapped into one. Women don't throw compliments like this around casually. When she focuses on a specific part of your body, she's sending you a message. And if you're the kind of man who's sharp and knows how to decode what women say, you'll understand exactly what's happening here. First, let's talk about what this means psychologically. Women are attracted to strength, not just physical strength, but the kind of strength that radiates from within. When she compliments a specific part of your body, she's expressing her attraction in a way that feels safe for her. She's not going to say outright, I want you, because most women are conditioned to play their cards close to the chest. Instead, she'll focus on something tangible, a part of your body that caught her attention, a feature that she associates with masculinity, power, or allure. But here's the part most men don't get. This isn't just about your physical appearance. Women are far more complex than that. When she says, I like your arms, or I love your smile, what she's really doing is seeing if you can handle her admiration. Can you take a compliment without crumbling under the pressure? Can you hold your frame, stay confident, and own your appeal? If you brush off her compliment, you're sending a message that you're either insecure or uncomfortable with her attention. And insecurity is the quick way to kill attraction. But why does she focus on a specific part of your body? Because women are detail-oriented. While men often look at the bigger picture, women notice the little things. Your arms, your shoulders, your jawline. These are the parts of you that speak to her instincts, her primal nature. These details tell her if you're the kind of man who can protect her, support her, and stand tall in the face of adversity. And when she compliments you, she's saying, I see your strength, and I'm drawn to it. Now, how do most men react when they hear a compliment like this? They laugh nervously, say something self-deprecating, or worse, they ignore it altogether. They think they're being humble, but in reality, they're throwing away a golden opportunity. When a woman gives you this kind of compliment, she's giving you a moment to shine. She's handing you a chance to show her that you're not just another insecure man who crumbles under attention. She wants to see if you can handle her gaze, her interest, her desire. So, how do you respond? It's simple, you own it. When she says, I love your shoulders, look her in the eye, smile and say, thank you, I've worked hard on them. That's it. No need to overcomplicate it. Confidence isn't about being loud or flashy. It's about being steady, calm, and secure in who you are. When you respond this way, you're showing her that you're comfortable with yourself, that you know your value, and that you're not afraid to acknowledge it. And that's irresistible. But here's the twist. This isn't just about how you respond, it's about how you make her feel. When she gives you that compliment, women want to feel safe in their vulnerability. When she tells you she likes something about you, she's taking a risk. She's exposing a part of herself, testing the waters to see how you'll react. If you make her feel judged, dismissed, or ignored, she'll retreat. But if you make her feel seen, heard, and appreciated, she'll open up even more. Think about this. When she compliments you, she's inviting you to create a connection. She's giving you a moment to turn a simple comment into a deeper exchange. For example, if she says, I love your hands, don't just stop at thank you. Follow up with something that keeps the conversation flowing, like, what do you like about them? Now you've shifted the focus back to her. giving her a chance to share more, express herself, and engage with you on a deeper level. And the more she talks, the more invested she becomes. But let's not ignore the bigger picture. In today's world, women are constantly bombarded by men who are desperate for attention, who try too hard to impress, who overcompensate for their insecurities by being overly flashy or overly agreeable. When you respond to her compliment with quiet confidence, you're setting yourself apart from the crowd. You're showing her that you're not like most men, that you don't need to prove yourself because you already know your worth. And here's where things get interesting. When a woman compliments a specific part of your body, she's also testing your ability to reciprocate. She's seeing if you can match her energy, if you can give her the same kind of focused attention she's giving you. This doesn't mean you need to start showering her with compliments. It means you need to pay attention. Notice the details about her that stand out to you. Maybe it's the way she laughs, the way she moves, or the way her eyes light up when she's passionate about something. Whatever it is, acknowledge it. Show her that you see her, not just on the surface, but on a deeper level. But let's not forget the truth here. Women don't just want compliments. They want to feel desired, admired, and respected. When she compliments you, she's not just praising your physical appearance. She's signaling her interest, her attraction, her desire to connect. And if you can't recognize that, if you can't step up and meet her energy, she'll move on. Because women don't settle for men who don't understand their worth. Number 4, let's find a more secluded place. When a woman says, let's find a more secluded place, it's not just about the location. It's about what she's really feeling, what she's trying to communicate without saying it outright. This phrase is packed with meaning, emotion, and vulnerability. It's her way of signaling trust, desire, and an openness to explore something deeper with you. But most men don't understand the significance of this moment. They see it as a simple suggestion, completely missing the fact that she's giving you a window into her mind, her emotions, and her intentions. This isn't about the place itself, it's about the connection. When she wants to move to a more private setting, it's because she feels safe with you, safe enough to lower her guard and step into a space where she can be herself, free from the noise of the outside world. In today's world, where women are constantly on guard, always measuring how much they can trust the men around them, this is a monumental step. It's her way of saying, I feel comfortable with you. I want to explore this connection further. But here's the truth most men don't want to face. How you handle this moment will determine everything. If you misread her intentions, if you move too fast or too slow, or if you fail to recognize what she's offering, you can destroy the trust she's beginning to build. Women aren't drawn to men who can't read the room. They're not impressed by men who push too hard or hesitate too much. They're drawn to balance, a man who can take the lead with confidence while still respecting her boundaries. When she suggests finding a more secluded place, your first instinct should be composure. Don't act overly excited. Don't jump to conclusions, and definitely don't assume it means what you think it means. Women are subtle, nuanced, and layered in their communication. While her words may sound like a green light to you, she's likely testing your ability to remain calm, collected, and respectful under pressure. She wants to know if you're the kind of man who can handle her trust without taking advantage of it. Your response in this moment is everything. Look her in the eyes, nod, and say something simple like, "Sure, let's find a quieter spot." Keep your tone even, your movements steady, and your energy calm. This isn't the time to overthink or overanalyze. It's the time to show her that you're grounded, secure, and capable of leading the interaction without forcing anything. But why does she want a more secluded place in the first place? It's because she wants to feel a connection with you that's free from distractions. In public, there's always noise, literal noise, social noise, the presence of other people creating a barrier between the two of you. By moving to a quieter, more private setting, she's creating an environment where the connection can grow. She's giving you the opportunity to show her who you are without the world watching. And that opportunity is rare, valuable, and yours to either seize or waste. But don't mistake her willingness to move to a private space as a guarantee of anything. Women are deeply intuitive, and they're constantly reading your energy, your intentions, and your actions. If you approach this moment with entitlement or arrogance, she'll feel it. If you act like this is your chance to make a move, she'll see right through you. Women are attracted to men who are confident without being pushy, assertive without being aggressive. It's a fine line, and if you cross it, you risk losing everything. So, how do you handle this moment with the power and grace of a man who understands the game? You focus on her, not on yourself. Listen to her. Pay attention to what she's saying, both with her words and her body language. When she moves closer, match her energy. Don't overtake it. When she opens up, be present. This isn't about making a move. It's about creating a space where she feels so comfortable, so understood, that the next step becomes natural, not forced. Let's talk about the psychology behind this. When a woman suggests moving to a secluded place, she's testing your ability to create emotional intimacy. Women crave emotional safety before they can open up physically. If she feels like you're rushing or pushing her into something she's not ready for, the moment will be ruined. But if she feels like you're present, patient, and genuinely invested in the connection, her walls will start to come down. And when a woman lets her guard down, that's when the real magic happens. But here's the part most men miss. She's also watching how you handle other people in this moment. If you're out in public, she's observing how you treat the staff, how you handle interruptions, and how you navigate the logistics of moving to a quieter place. Are you decisive? Are you respectful? Are you confident without being arrogant? Every move you make is sending her signals about who you are as a man, and trust me, she's paying attention to all of it. When you handle this moment well, you're not just building attraction, you're building respect. And respect is the foundation of everything. Without it, attraction fades. Without it, trust disappears. Without it, the connection dies before it even has a chance to grow. But when she respects you, when she sees that you're the kind of man who can lead with strength and empathy, you become someone she can't ignore. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Some men will hear this and think, why does it have to be so complicated? Why can't women just say what they mean? The answer is simple. Because women are wired differently. They don't communicate in the same direct linear way that men do. They communicate through nuance, subtext, and emotion. And if you want to succeed in modern relationships, you need to understand and respect that. This isn't about changing who you are. It's about learning how to navigate the dynamics of attraction with skill and intention. When she says, let's find a more secluded place, she's not just asking for privacy. She's asking for connection, trust, and intimacy. She's giving you a chance to show her who you are, a chance to stand out in a world full of men who don't get it. And if you can rise to that challenge, if you can handle that moment with confidence and care, you'll leave an impression that lasts long after the night is over. Because at the end of the day, this isn't about finding a quiet corner or a private table. It's about creating a moment that matters. A moment where she feels seen, heard, and valued. A moment where she can let her guard down and connect with you on a level that goes beyond words. And when you can create that moment, when you can make her feel safe, understood, and desired, you become the man she's been looking for. Number 5, you look really good today. When a woman says, "You look really good today," she's not just making a casual observation. This isn't about politeness, and it's definitely not just a compliment. This phrase is a direct signal, a powerful message wrapped in subtlety, and only the men who understand female psychology will know how to decode it. Most men hear these words and either shrug them off, fumble their response, or worst of all, take them for granted. And that's where they fail. This phrase isn't just about your appearance, it's about how she sees you, how she feels when she's around you, and how she wants you to respond. When a woman tells you that you look good, she's doing something that's rare and meaningful in modern relationships. She's breaking through her natural defenses, stepping out of her comfort zone, and openly showing her attraction. Women are conditioned to guard their feelings, to protect themselves from rejection, and to be cautious with their words, especially when it comes to expressing desire. So when she tells you that you look good, she's making herself vulnerable. She's giving you a moment to either strengthen the connection or destroy it. But here's the catch. Most men completely blow this moment. They either deflect the compliment with awkwardness, make a joke that undercuts the mood, or try to act overly confident in a way that comes across as cocky or desperate. And every one of those responses kills the attraction she's trying to build. Women aren't drawn to men who can't handle attention. They don't want someone who needs constant validation or who gets flustered when the spotlight is on them. They want a man who can take a compliment with strength, grace, and presence. When she says, "You look really good today," she's not just testing your confidence. She's testing your awareness, your emotional intelligence, and your ability to create a deeper connection. She's looking for a man who can handle her interest without getting overly excited or brushing it off. She wants to know if you're secure enough in yourself to hold the space for her admiration, and if you can't do that, she'll start to question whether you're the kind of man she can invest in. So how do you respond to a compliment like this? First, keep it simple. Don't overthink it, don't overanalyze it, and definitely don't turn it into a big production. Look her in the eyes, smile, and say, "Thank you." Let your tone be calm and steady, not rushed or exaggerated. Show her that you're comfortable in your own skin, that you don't need her validation, but that you appreciate it nonetheless. Confidence isn't about being loud or flashy, it's about being grounded, about owning who you are without needing anyone else to confirm it for you. But don't stop there. Use this moment to engage her and turn the conversation into something that deepens the connection. Compliments, when done right, are a two-way street. If she's opening the door by telling you that you look good, walk through it. Follow up with something that acknowledges her in return, but do it in a way that feels natural and authentic. For example, you could say, "Thanks, I was just thinking the same about you." That one line does so much more than return the compliment. It creates a shared moment, a subtle back and forth that builds intimacy. Now let's go deeper into the psychology behind this phrase. Women don't compliment men lightly, especially when it comes to appearance. Society has conditioned them to be selective with their praise, to avoid giving men the impression that they're too interested or too available. So when she steps out of that conditioning to tell you that you look good, it's because you've done something to catch her attention. Maybe it's the way you carry yourself, the confidence in your stride, the way your clothes fit, or even just the energy you're radiating in that moment. Whatever it is, it's working. And by acknowledging her compliment with confidence and gratitude, you're reinforcing that attraction, feeding it, and giving her a reason to keep engaging with you. But let's not ignore the unspoken challenge in this moment. Women are highly attuned to how men react under pressure, even in small moments like this. When she compliments you, she's observing everything: your body language, your tone of voice, your choice of words. Are you steady, or do you get flustered? Do you take the compliment in stride, or do you downplay it? These micro moments tell her so much about who you are as a man, and if you can't hold your frame in a moment as simple as this, she'll start to wonder how you'll handle the bigger challenges in a relationship. But here's the truth that most men don't want to hear. A compliment like this isn't just about attraction, it's also about respect. When a woman tells you that you look good, she's acknowledging something deeper than just your physical appearance. She's recognizing the effort you've put into yourself, the way you present yourself to the world, and the energy you bring into every interaction. Women respect men who take care of themselves, who value their own worth, and who show up in the world with intention and purpose. If you're sloppy, careless, or apathetic about your appearance and your presence, you won't get compliments like this. And if you do, they won't be sincere. So what does it mean to truly look good in a woman's eyes? It's not just about wearing the right clothes or having the perfect haircut. It's about embodying confidence, strength, and purpose. It's about walking into a room and commanding attention without needing to say a word. It's about the way you hold yourself, the way you speak, the way you move. Women are attracted to men who exude a quiet power, a presence that says, "I know who I am, and I don't need anyone else to define me." When she tells you that you look good, she's also testing your ability to lead the interaction. Are you going to let the moment pass, or are you going to use it to create something meaningful? This is where most men fail. They let the compliment hang in the air, unsure of what to do next. But a man who understands the dynamics of attraction knows that this is his moment to steer the conversation, to build on the connection, and to show her that he's not just passively waiting for her to lead. For instance, after thanking her for the compliment, you could say something like, "You've got a great eye for detail. What's the first thing you noticed?" This not only keeps the conversation going, but it also shifts the focus back to her, giving her the opportunity to share more about what she finds attractive. And the more she shares, the more invested she becomes. Women don't just want to be around a man who looks good. They want to be around a man who makes them feel good, who engages them, who challenges them in a way that's exciting and unforgettable. But don't mistake her compliment for something shallow or superficial. When a woman tells you that you look good, she's also revealing a piece of herself, her preferences, her desires, her attraction. She's giving you insight into what she values and what draws her in. And if you're paying attention, you can use that insight to strengthen the connection, to show her that you're not just another guy who coasts on surface-level interactions. You're the man who listens, who understands, and who knows how to turn a moment into something memorable. Because at the end of the day, attraction isn't just about looking good. It's about making her feel something she can't explain, something that keeps her thinking about you long after the conversation is over. And when you respond to her compliment with confidence, presence, and intention, you're doing more than just acknowledging her words. You're creating an experience, a moment that stands out in her mind and sets you apart from every other man she's ever met. That's what makes you unforgettable. That's what makes you the exception. That's what makes you a man worth remembering. Every phrase a woman says carries meaning, layers of it. It's not just about hearing the words, it's about understanding the intention behind them. Most men go through life missing these cues, stuck in a cycle of confusion and frustration. But you're different. You're not just here to listen, you're here to learn, to grow, to transform. These 5 phrases are your roadmap. They're the key to seeing what others don't, to understanding what she's really saying. Use them wisely, and you'll not only attract women, you'll keep them, because at the end of the day, women don't want perfection. They want presence. They want a man who listens, who leads, and who understands. If this video resonated with you, if it gave you value, then support this channel and subscribe now. When you do, YouTube recognizes this content as something worth sharing, something other men need to hear. Hit the like button, share this video, and comment below with the phrase, "I'm ready to level up," because this isn't just about women. It's about becoming the man you were meant to be. Let's make it happen.